I am celebrating my 2-year lock anniversary. Hi guys, it's Katya. Welcome back to my channel. I am here to do a long overdue lock update. I have Microlocs. I established my locks in September of 2017. September 2019 just passed, and I am officially 2 years locked, which blows my mind. But yeah, just want to give you guys some updates on what has been going on with my hair. I would say basically just about everything is the same since my last lock update, which was a year ago. So I still use the same shampoo. I use the Suave Professionals Rosemary and Mint shampoo. That's my absolute favorite. I love it. And when my hair gets dry, I have my spray bottle of water that I use. I also use sweet almond oil. I like that oil for my hair because it's very lightweight. So I feel like it's not causing any buildup when it comes to my locks. I put it on my scalp, and I also put it like on the actual length of my hair. I also use a moisturizing spray. So all those same products that I showed in my last lock update video, still the same. My regimen is very simple. I like to, have a routine to what I do when it comes to my hair. So everything about that is the same. As far as my actual hair, one thing for sure that I've noticed is that, I don't know what I'd call it. I've noticed that with a lot of my locks, parts of the locks, and it's normally towards the end of the hair, are like a lot rougher. So like with this lock, for example, just like from here to here, like this section right here, it's a lot thicker than like the rest of the lock, and it feels, I don't know if you guys can see that, like it feels different and it looks different. I guess my locks are just continuing to mature and expand. Yeah, I don't know what else I would call that or how else to explain it. So I am unfortunately very ashamed to say that I have not retightened my hair in like 4 months. Let's see. I had a wedding to go to in June, and I know that I retightened my hair a couple weeks before going to the wedding. So last time I retightened was either like end of May or beginning of June, and we are in the beginning of October. So it's been like ridiculously long since I last retightened my hair. And like I said in my last video about like my nursing journey, I have been so busy with school, and I finished school, moved back home, and then the last month I've been studying to take my board exams, my NCLEX, which I took yesterday. So finally I am free. I can take a breath and focus on my hair and giving my hair some like TLC because it desperately needs it. I have had a routine of retightening my hair like every 2 months. And unfortunately, life just kind of got in the way. So outside of my hair routine, my regimen, and like what my locks are actually doing, there's just a couple problems I've been having that I'm trying to like troubleshoot and figure out how to resolve it. The first thing is that my locks are super frizzy, and I at this point don't know how to deal with it. I am 2 years in and I still have not figured it out. So what I've seen when it comes to frizzy locks is people taking like the frizzy parts and twisting it around the locks. I have done that. Every time I retighten my hair, I do exactly that. Alright guys, so I have a lock right here and I'll show you what I mean. So when I go to retighten my hair, every single lock, I grab all the hair that is just like sticking out of the lock. So I work my way from the roots all the way down the shaft of my hair, and I twist all the way to the end. every single time I do that, and it really makes my retightening sessions take super long because I have to do that for each and every single one of my locks. I have over 450 locks, and each and every single time I retighten my hair, I have to go through and grab every individual lock and twist down. So I feel like it makes my retightening sessions way longer than it needs to be. I honestly could just grab a lock, retighten it, and go, but I end up having to spend so much time just kind of like polishing the lock so that it doesn't look so frizzy. At this point, I don't know what to do because I am, like I said, I'm 2 years into my lock journey, and it doesn't seem like it's going to go away on its own or it's going to get better. I've seen people like just trimming all the fuzzy, frizzy parts off from their locks, but I've heard so many people say not to do that, and I'm honestly not interested in doing that. I honestly don't know what else to do. Yeah, so if any of you guys out there have any recommendations, anything you've tried that's worked for you, if you have frizzy and fuzzy locks, please let me know, because I don't know how to take care of that. The second thing that is a problem for me is maintenance. Like I said, retightening my locks is taking a long time because of like having to deal with all the frizz and fuzz of the locks. But also, I am very, very, very tender-headed. And so I have found over the last 2 years that I've had my locks that every time I retighten my locks, it just kills my head. Like, I'm so tender-headed. I get a migraine right after. And the funny thing is, I am so gentle when I do hair, when I do my own hair even. I don't interlock my locks too tight. I know not to do that because I don't want to lose my hair. I don't want to lose my hair and have any bald spots. So I don't even like retighten. I don't even interlock my hair tightly, but I'm just so tender-headed. I think at this point, what I've decided is that I'm going to combine my locks. Now, since my last update, I have combined all the locks around the perimeter of my head. So like everything in the front, the sides, especially the back, has been combined. So I don't know if you guys can see, like these are all twisted. It's twisted. I mean, they're still pretty small, but like all of these are just twists. So I'm going to combine my locks, not just the locks around the perimeter, but I have decided on doing my whole head. Now, the reason I have decided to do this is because, like I said, retightening and just maintaining it has been taking way too long. I could sit there and retighten my locks in a day. I've done it before, but usually I don't have time to just sit and do it one whole day. I usually do it like over the course of several days instead of just sitting there and doing it in one go, because that's way too tiring. I don't know if palm rolling my locks would help as far as like the frizziness goes, because I know you're not supposed to like twist or like palm roll locks that are this small. So that's another reason why I'm interested in combining my locks, so that when they're bigger, instead of interlocking them and having my head kill with a migraine after, I can just use like the twisting method to maintain my hair. Hopefully that also helps with all the frizziness. Also, a couple months ago, I decided to just trim my locks. Normally, I trim my hair like once to twice a year before I was locked. And ever since I locked my hair, I haven't trimmed it, and my ends need it badly. So I decided to go through and I started trimming and clipping my ends. But then I realized that if I want to combine my locks, I should probably wait until I have combined it, and then I can go ahead and trim it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but in my head, it kind of makes sense. Like I've mentioned in all of my lock updates, I have really dry hair, and this has nothing to do with me having locks. Even before I had locks, when I was just fully natural loose hair, I always suffered from just very dry hair. My hair is just very dry in general, and so what I've been dealing with, like always, is just my ends breaking off. And it's not as bad as it was in the beginning, but I still deal with like my ends breaking off. And at this point, I'm just wondering if I should try conditioning my hair. When I just had my loose natural hair, anytime my hair felt really dry and kind of like lifeless, that's what I would do. I would wash my hair, I would deep condition my hair, and that would just help a lot. The thing is, like, I've watched other videos on YouTube of people with locks, and I've seen other people doing like deep conditioning treatments on their hair. I've seen people who have Microlocs and sister locks do it, and I've seen people who have like traditional locks do it. And then on the other hand, I've seen and heard people say like never put any type of conditioner in your hair. It's an absolute no. You're gonna have so much buildup because you can't fully rinse all that out. And at this point, like, I'm not sure what to do, because I feel like conditioning my hair would help with the dryness and the breaking, but like I said, I've heard so many people say never do that. So for all of you guys out there, if you, I don't know if you're a loctician or if you've had locks for a really long time, or you're just like really knowledgeable when it comes to locks, please let me know. Like, those are my main questions, is like, can I condition my hair? Because I've heard both sides, people saying yes and no. And also, like, what recommendations would you guys have for me to deal with like all the frizziness of my locks? Because at this point, I don't know what else to do. I also don't know why, but I feel like my hair hasn't really grown since the last update I did. I'm sure if I looked at like side-by-side pictures, or like look back on the video and compared, maybe, but to me, I'm just like, my hair just looks like it's the same length. I would say my hair is just almost at, my hair is definitely past like my armpits. So because I have not retightened my hair, like I said, in forever, I'm not gonna go through and show you guys all up in there. My parts at this point are basically non-existent. I don't even know where the heck my scalp is. So I'm not gonna get all up close and personal, but I will show you guys my hair and some of the new growth that I have. So much new growth. Like I said, my scalp is non-existent at this point, but look at that. Anyways, you guys, that's all the updates I have for my 2-year locked journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!